Welcome to the Showtime All the Time podcast. I am Dennis Bickmeier, the Executive Director of the Henrico Sports and Entertainment Authority. Today we are talking basketball, women's basketball in particular, and a brand new event that's coming to our community. Thanks to this man right here. Please welcome Mr. John Tate. We're so happy to have you. Thanks for being here.
Dennis, thank you. It's an honor.
So, again, new event, December 19th through the 21st, coming to the Henrico Sports and Events Center. The For the Culture Holiday Hoops Classic, 6 Division I women's basketball teams. So give us the lineup and tell us, what led you to creating this event?
First of all, thanks for having me, Dennis. Really appreciate it. Lineup we're really excited about. Next Friday we get started. We have Alabama A&M, Coppin State, University of Richmond, VCU, Penn State, and University of Georgia.
Nice.
And the thing that got us started with the event is real simple. It's a funny story, but it's 100% true. I've been involved with with girls AAU basketball for a long time at home in Pittsburgh, and a lot of my players play in the Atlantic 10, and which hosts their women's championship at the HSCC. And 2 years ago, my wife and I went down. We watched a bunch of my former players play, and I was first year they had it at the center.
Right.
I told my wife, "Man, this place is beautiful. I'd love to host an event here." She looked at me and she said, "Well, call somebody and ask them."
Thanks for calling. We appreciate it.
And so that's how it happened. I went back, got on the phone, found my way to you, found my way to Michael, and here we are.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so again, thank you for. We look forward to this event. There's been a little bit of a gap here in our community to have special events like this, and hopefully this center is certainly filled out. And I want to make sure we run through the lineup. And again, we're going to put the schedule up on the screen for everybody. But December 19th, we kick off Georgia VCU. It's the only game on Friday night.
7 o'clock.
Yep, 7 o'clock. I mean, Georgia VCU, heck of a matchup.
Should be a really good game. I'm looking forward to all of them, but that first one, I'll be very nervous.
Set the momentum.
Sure. Once the ball starts bouncing, I'll be fine.
That's
I'm looking
right.
forward to
That's
it.
right. Then we've got doubleheader on the 20th, which is a Saturday. Alabama A&M in Richmond at 1 o'clock. And then VCU right back at it the next day, playing Penn State. So 2 big games for VCU right out of the gate.
VCU will know where they are as a team.
No doubt.
When they get on that bus on Saturday afternoon. They've got a Power 4 team coming in from Athens, University of Georgia. Then they've got a Big Ten team who's playing really well right now in Penn State. VCU will know where they're at coming as they head into the Christmas break.
And we've heard a lot, as we obviously track the A10 women's basketball teams and everything about scheduling, about their scheduling and things like that. And I think this is a great example of what this showcase can do to get some high level matchups together.
And what I'll tell you, Dennis, I've gotten to know Candy Cage, their assistant director, assistant commissioner
at the A10.
Of the A10. I've gotten to know her over the last couple of years, and the one thing she told me that she's encouraged their members to do is to schedule good games. The A10 is typically a 1-bid league. It doesn't have to be though, because they've got the talent to be a multiple bid league if they can get those quad 1 victories under their belt. This event's an opportunity for VCU and Richmond to do both of those things.
Yeah, no doubt. And then that takes us to Sunday. So now we've got Coppin State and Georgia. So Georgia again plays Friday, come back, play on Sunday. It's a 12 o'clock tip, and then on the 21st as well on Sunday, we close it out with Richmond and Penn State. So we bookend the 3 days with our local teams, but what a great matchup to close out the festivities.
Like I told you, I'm looking forward to the whole event. That Sunday afternoon game, Richmond, Penn State's probably it's the marquee matchup for a reason. Two really really good teams. A top 20 team in the country against a team that's crawling, that's really close to getting there in Penn State. It should be a heck of a game. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and then we talked about the teams, but then obviously the players that are coming into our community. What do you want the student athletes to take away from this experience?
That is doable. I think that's the thing that events like this provide. I'm a girl dad, right? And so my wife and I were intentional about, as our girls aged, about putting them in front of other successful young ladies.
Gotcha.
My wife's worked her butt off her whole life. My mom, family members. So they've seen women do things and accomplish things. But I also think it was important to show them, other women and young ladies who can accomplish certain things with work ethic. There's no magic pill.
That's right.
There's no magic wand. It's I get up, I put my time in the gym. I work at trying to be the best I can be at my craft, and I can reach and attain certain things. This is what these 6 games can show young ladies and young men as they come out and watch these players play at a very high level. I can do that too. It's achievable.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we want to make sure that resonates in our community as well, that this is more than just about basketball,
Yes,
right? I mean,
yes.
there's a message here. And again, I think, you guys are setting the right tone for something new and different in our community. So thank you for doing that. What does success look like in year 1?
For me, it looks people coming through the door. It's we've worked hard on our end. I'm at peace with it now.
The first one's always the hardest too, by the way. I've been doing this a long time, as you have.
It definitely is. I'm at peace with it now. I know I've done everything I can do. It's that, honestly, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I know how hard these athletes train, how hard they prepare to play the games they love. I want to walk out there Sunday night and I didn't see the EMS.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't see the trainer. No, the trainers were on the floor. We didn't have any media timeouts for injuries. If we get away with that, I'll be ecstatic.
Good.
I want to see butts in seats though.
Yep.
Because I think it's important that these athletes understand their work and their efforts are appreciated and valued.
That's exactly
and
right.
If we have butts in seats and nobody gets hurt, I'll sleep like a baby Sunday night.
Yeah, good. And that's why you got to get online, henricocenter.com, and get those tickets.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes.
But no, I think that, I really feel like we're building something here from a women's basketball standpoint. And again, everything that we can do from the grassroots level up to the college level, I think we have real opportunity in front of us to continue to grow the game here as well. And you've seen it. Like I said, I know a little bit about, what you've done in Pittsburgh and what you've built there as well. And I think it's great to hear, that these opportunities are available for our young athletes at a facility like ours. I say it all the time. I think for those that haven't visited, please come out and check it out. And this is a great opportunity to do that. But it's really cool to see parents and kids in there together, competition. I've lived the sports tourism, sports travel world with my kids, and I really feel like we've created a special place for, again, the grassroots level all the way up to these major special events.
And I'll tell you, I've been around a long time. It's a world-class facility.
Thank you.
You should be super duper proud of it. The people of Richmond have no idea how fortunate they are to have a facility like this. I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing like it. Nothing close to it. I've sat on more meetings and planning sessions on something on plans for something similar that they've never raised a nickel, dug shoveled any dirt.
Right.
This facility is first class. We're super duper thrilled to be there and excited about coming back in 26.
Yep. Well, we're excited about that as well. So again, For the Culture Holiday Hoops Classic, December 19th through the 21st. We're going to keep pushing those ticket sales here as we're not too far out from getting this kicked off. But I want to thank John for his time. But as everyone knows, one of our mainstays here on the Showtime All the Time podcast is to share a story from your past, a piece of memorabilia or something. So John's brought something that he wants to share with us, and then I'm going to share something as well. So I'm going to hold this up a little bit. You cover me up. Actually, there we go.
I shared with you guys earlier, I was fortunate enough to play at the University of Massachusetts. My coach there was the great John Calipari. Back in 2015, he got inducted into the World Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. And one of the things he did was invite all of his former players,
awesome.
Whether that was us at the University of Massachusetts was his first stop, University of Memphis, University of Kentucky, all back, to the induction, which in of itself was great.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was super duper honored that when he called, And, so it went up. During his induction speech, what none of us were prepared for was he called us all up on stage.
Wow.
And, never had been done before in the history of the Hall of Fame. And so I remember making that walk and saying to myself, John Tate, don't trip. Because you're on TV now. This is your shot to be on the Hall of Fame. You'll make the Hall of Fame one way or another, either from being famous, from tripping, or just being on stage behind Cal. So I was able to, as nervous as I was able to make those steps, stand behind him for his speech. Honor is something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
That's amazing. It's got to be just an amazing assemblage of former players right here around Coach Calipari.
A lot of NBA guys that were collegiate players for him that are in the NBA now. It was a really great time and honor.
And Coach still doing his thing, right?
He's still doing his thing at Arkansas. I watch him now. He's got a lot more grades than he had when I played for him. But he got a lot more money too, so I'm not mad.
I was just say, did you give him some of those gray hairs?
Oh, more than a few, unfortunately, more than a few.
Well, this is fantastic. Thanks for sharing. So I've a couple of quick things to wrap it up from my side, and I've shared because we've talked a lot of basketball on this podcast, and I want you to see it sometime because it's proudly displayed in my office. I do have a picture of Coach Wooden, Coach Wooden and I from back in a tournament that we did out in Anaheim, the John R. Wooden Classic. So I've shared that before, and I was just thinking, you've mentioned it a few times about our facility, and one of the things that I don't think a lot of people know is we went the extra mile a little bit too in our facility. We've got great hardwood, top of the line maple hardwood floor in that sports and event center. But then we went and bought another basketball court for exact events like this that John's bringing to the facility in the A10. So we put a floor on top of our floor, and we went out and bought the 2023 NCAA South Regional Tournament floor that was played in Louisville, Kentucky. And we also then on the corner of the floor put this message on there. So then when the athletes step out on the court,
they understand.
They know where this floor is coming from, and it's a quality floor. But it was just, for us, I think it helped us get events like this and the A10 that, again, we've kind of gone the extra mile to create an atmosphere that people would want to come and play there. So look, again, you're going to see some great matchups at a great facility. We again want to encourage everybody to come out, and I want to thank John and his team again for having the vision to put this together, and certainly all the hard work to get these teams in here. And as you said, now the next step, and we're going to continue this push all the way through the weekend to come out and see some amazing women's college basketball. John, thank you for joining us. Thank you all for tuning in to the Showtime All the Time podcast, and we'll be back again next month. But come out December 19th through the 21st. We'll see you at the Henrico Sports and Events Center.